Hi there and welcome to the show. My name is Athol, smart guy on the internet, answering your questions about love, sex, happiness, and anything. Alright, so I've got this question from a lady. Okay. I've been married and divorced 4 times. I'm quite a feminine woman, yet very alpha, not in an emasculating way to my boyfriend though. The trouble is, he's very sentimental, I'm not. How can I make him feel that I appreciate his sentimental gestures, although I'm not a warm and fuzzy type of person? Alright, so there's a lot to unpack here. Here's the sort of simple answer to that. The simple answer is, you simply pay attention to what his love language is, what his sort of brand of emotional comfort is, and you connect to him on that level and basically reflect back to him that you appreciate what he is doing. And probably the type of sentimental gestures he's making is the exact sort of brand of comfort building or love language or whatever that he is probably most attuned to. So if he's sending you gifts as a sentimental gesture, you give him gifts back. If he's doing acts of service as a sentimental gesture, you do some nice things for him. If he's saying nice things to you, you say nice things to him back. If it's touch, you touch him back. And that really is the simple, short answer. People feel and experience love in different ways, and it's often the way that they're expressing love to you that they're most going to feel and connect and accept you expressing love back to them. Alrighty though, that's the simple answer. Here's the slightly more complex one. The big question is sort of why? Why are you even asking this question? And obviously something that really jumped out to me is they're married and divorced 4 times, and you're not being very sentimental, and there's some sort of pattern here that is interrupting things. I mean, you're saying you like him being sentimental to you, but you're not quite able to be sentimental back or something. And when you've been married and divorced 4 times, it's not a big jump to think there's some sort of emotional skin toughening going on. So, below the surface, I actually kind of suspect that you're a little more warm and fuzzy and emotional and sentimental than you're letting on. I mean, you actually do want to connect to people. Otherwise, why did you get married and divorced 4 times? You've wanted to at least 4 times get married, connect to someone, have a deep relationship, and your boyfriend, well, let's say that's, time number 5. If you were really non-sentimental, non-warm and fuzzy, didn't really want to connect, wanted to hold people at arm's length, you could have just stayed single all this time. And you might have been married or divorced twice, but then after that you're like, let's hold people at arm's length. Let's just date. Let's just have romantic relationships, and that's all it is. But there's part of you that keeps saying, I really want to connect. I really want to have a deep relationship. I want commitment. I want connection. So like I said, I do suspect you're a little warmer and fuzzier beneath the surface than you're really admitting to me in the question, and probably to yourself. So the deep concern here is if you have this pattern of failed relationships, there's some sort of emotional blockage, there's some sort of drama somewhere that is making you a little standoffish, but you still want that connection. So the real answer to some of this, how do I make my boyfriend feel like I appreciate him and I like his sentimental stuff, is you're probably actually going to have to become a little more warm and fuzzy than you've allowed yourself to be in the past. So it's not just that you are going to role play it and you're going to pretend to be warm and fuzzy and you're going to find ways to connect and make him feel like you appreciate it. You may actually need to be slightly softer. You may actually need to become warm and fuzzy yourself. Maybe not all the way, but at least in part. And that's probably going to take a little bit of deeper, more serious work. It may take some sort of counseling, some sort of therapy as you get to the bottom of why are you holding back? Why do you struggle to connect? And it's really sort of, low-hanging fruit to say, okay, well, you've had four divorces. There has to be some sort of pattern there. So I'm sure there's some sort of deeper, more ingrained structural problem in terms of how do you relate to people beyond this question. But like I said, the short answer is pay attention to how he's being sentimental. Pay attention to that sort of brand of comfort building, that sort of love language, and reflect it back to him. But like I said, the deeper question is maybe you need to do a little more work, and you need to really figure out how you get to be a little more woman fuzzy yourself, because I suspect that's also what he's looking for you. Yeah, because obviously you don't want another failed relationship. Nobody does. So that's it in a nutshell. I think I'm gonna leave it there. If you're watching and you want to ask me a question, you can ask me at askatholanything@gmail.com. And until then, I'm wishing you all the love, sex, and happiness that you desire. And my name is Athol K, and I will catch you next time. Alrighty.